What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm building a little bungalow in the world of Willow Creek, and I built this house after we got the latest base game update. So as you probably all know, the Sims base game actually got updated last week, I think about a week ago now. And we got over 1,000 new swatches for various base game items. So that's a very, very big and very unexpected update as well. And I was very excited about it, and still am actually very excited about it, because we got so many new swatches for things that were really definitely overdue for a little bit of an update, I guess. And yeah, we finally got some new swatches for some base game items, and that was such a highly requested update. And I'm so happy that the Sims team actually listened and that we got so many new swatches for very cool items. And I really hope that we're getting more, because I know they gave us over 1,000 new swatches for like, I think 150 items in total. So that's actually huge, but still, I kind of want more because, for example, we didn't really get any couch updates or anything, and I would really love for some base game items to get some new like neutral colored swatches, for example, because we do have a couple of very nice and fluffy and cozy looking couches in the base game, but then they're not very usable because the swatches are just so weird. And stuff like that. So we have a lot of that in the base game for a lot of items. And so I hope that this was only the beginning and that we get a lot more of updates for base game items. I mean, that would be a dream. That would be so fun. But yeah, I actually built this house the day after we got the update, or I think the day of the update. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I was so inspired to use the new swatches that I immediately sat down and started building this little bungalow in Willow Creek. And I was definitely playing around, as you can see, with the new swatches for the windows. I used all new swatches for the doors and windows pretty much. And I made this house brick and wood paneling, as you can see. And later on, I swapped out the white base game brick for an updated white base game brick that's a little bit more mid-century looking, because I completely overlooked that those wallpapers, those brick like 70s looking wallpapers also got new swatches. But I was watching a Deligracy stream, like I was watching a VOD at the same time, like when I was building this house. That's usually what I do whenever I'm building. I will usually watch a stream or watch a VOD on Twitch or something. And I was watching a Deli stream, and she was actually looking at all of the new swatches during that stream. And then she looked at those brick wallpapers as well that I completely missed. So as she pointed those out, I was like, wait, what? I could use that. I definitely need to use that brick for this little house that I'm building right now. So that's what I did, and I really, really like this house. I had so much fun building this little house and decorating it, and I was using the herringbone floor. Is that what it's called? Herringbone? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's called herringbone floor. If it's not, you will know what I mean in a second once we move on to the interior. But yeah, that's one of my favorite base game floors. I love it very, very much, but I never use it because the swatches, I'm sorry, but the swatches were just very bad and very, very outdated. But now we have a few new colors for that flooring. So I used a lightwood herringbone floor for this house, and it makes it look so modern and recently renovated. So that floor actually inspired me for this whole build, and this whole like the style for this build, and the whole like, well, the interior and the exterior style for this build. As you can see, I'm swapping out the brick for the exterior right now, and I'm also using it on the inside in the kitchen and for a couple of accent walls in the living area. But yeah, that new brick and the new swatch for the herringbone floor actually very much inspired me for the little storyline. So I built this house for a single mother and her daughter. Her daughter is a kid. And I was imagining that this house is a flipped house. So it was probably bought by someone And I was thinking that this house could be like a very old little bungalow built in maybe the 50s, something like that. And it hadn't really been renovated ever since, I don't know, the 70s, something like that. So it was a very old little bungalow and it definitely needed a renovation. So I was imagining that someone, like an investor or what have you, just someone bought this house and completely flipped it. So they completely renovated it. They updated the brick. So I was thinking that the brick that you can see on the exterior and on the interior on some walls, I was thinking that that could be the original brick, because obviously you're not really gonna swap out the brick of a house. That's not realistic. So I was thinking that that could be the original brick, but they just completely renovated it and cleaned it and refurbished it, if that's how you say it. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that you know what I mean. So they cleaned it all up. And then for the paneling, they probably did the same, and they gave it a nice new fresh coat of paint. So it's gray on the exterior now, and it looks very modern and very, I don't know what else to call it. It's just very modern and fresh and new looking. And the same goes for the interior as well. So as you can see, I'm using that light wood herringbone floor, which I was thinking could be completely new. And that goes for all of the flooring in this house, so also for the kitchen and the bathroom. And everything is just very nice and renovated and pretty. And yeah, I was just, lately I've been watching a lot of vloggers on YouTube that buy houses and flip them and then sell them. I think that that is so inspiring to watch. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to see the process of them buying a very old like house that was built in the 50s that hasn't been renovated ever since, for example, and it's just very old looking. And then they completely strip it clean, like they break down most of the walls and they make a completely different layout and they completely just flip it. And I just love watching that sort of content. I just think it's so much fun. So if you have any recommendations for YouTubers or channels, or just for people in general that flip houses and share it on YouTube, please let me know, because I'm so interested. I love that. I love watching that so much. And I was particularly inspired by a girl that I watch on YouTube. She bought a house and flipped it and then sold it. And she shared a couple of videos on what she did with the house, how she renovated it, the sort of tiles and wallpapers and wooden floorings and stuff that she picked for the house. And the whole color scheme and vibe of this house is kind of inspired by that YouTube video, or that house, that real life flipped house, if you will. Because I think that house was actually from the 50s and hadn't really been renovated ever since like the 70s or 80s maybe. So that house was very outdated. And I was thinking the same for this house. So someone bought it and they completely flipped it. And they also bought probably some filler furniture, for example, the couch and the bookcase and the little desk and stuff like that. And then the mom just kind of bought that with the house, if you will, because she could just buy the filler furniture if she wanted to. And it just looks so great, obviously, because it was all styled together. So it just all looks very, very nice. And so I was thinking that a single mom with her daughter bought this house. It's a very small house, but it is nicely renovated. It's very modern. It has a brand new kitchen. As you can see, we have moved on to the kitchen. And let me tell you, I'm so excited about the new swatches for the base game counters. Oh my goodness, I can't tell you how excited I am. I mean, I love using these counters for basic little houses like this. They're not supposed to be too expensive. I love these countertops. They're so good. They're very basic. They're very usable, except for the swatches. Those were just terrible. They were so bad, and it made it just unusable, in my opinion at least. But now we actually have a lot more swatches for these counters, and it just makes me so happy. I could finally use these countertops and not have it be ugly looking. So I was very excited about that. And yeah, as you can see, the kitchen, the color scheme in here is very neutral. And that actually goes for the rest of the house as well, because I wanted it to be as neutral as possible. Because if you're flipping a house to sell, then you're probably gonna want to have everything be very neutral, because that's just the safest choice. And then if the owners of the house, the people that eventually buy the house, if they want to change something if they like want to add a colorful wallpaper or paint a wall or swap out whatever they want for something colorful, then that's something they can do. But I mean, naturally, if you're gonna flip a house and sell it, then you want everything to be very neutral and easily customizable, that sort of thing. So yeah, this kitchen is very neutral. It is more on the darker side, but I did use a lighter gray for the brick on the wall, as you can see. And I combined it with lighter wood tones, which I think is very, very cute. And then, since this house is only a small little bungalow, I did have to make some sacrifices. So there is only one small dining table in the kitchen with 2 chairs, which for this house is perfect because I was thinking of 2 Sims living here. You could have 3 Sims living here because the parents' bed is a double bed, obviously, and it's accessible from both sides. So you could have 2 Sims sleeping in the master bedroom if you wanted to, and then you could, well, you could always turn the kids' bedroom into a shared bedroom with a bunk bed, for example, but it would be very cramped. So, I mean, it's possible, but it would be small. So you could have, potentially you could have up to 4 Sims living in this house if you really wanted to. And then they would have 1 bathroom, which would not be the best thing. For 4 Sims, you probably want to have 2 bathrooms. But then again, it is a small house and it's not supposed to be for a very big family. So yeah, for 2 or 3 Sims, I think 1 bathroom is perfect. And then they do have only 1 small dining table in the kitchen. So that's maybe a little bit too bad, but I mean, I'm sure you could swap around some furniture items in the living area and then fit in a small dining table with 3 chairs. I'm sure that's possible. I just didn't do it because I really wanted to include a little desk. Because I was thinking that this mom, she would need a little workspace. She probably goes to the office. I'm not quite sure what sort of job she would have, but I was thinking that she also works from home from time to time. So I really wanted to include a little desk area, a little office area with a computer. So that's what I chose to do. And then as you can see, the mom's bedroom, I used a lot of Dream Home Decorator in here. I actually used a lot of Dream Home Decorator throughout this whole house because I really wanted that IKEA-ish vibe for this house. Very modern, very clean, very newly furnished, if you will. So that's what I decided to go for. And I think it ended up looking very, very cute. I also tried to actually limit my pack usage for this build, but I failed. I miserably failed. I'm so sorry. I was thinking of, well, not limiting my pack usage to the point where I disable them. I didn't really want to do that, but I did want to try and see if I could just limit my pack usage. So I was set on using at least Dream Home Decorator and also a couple items from Cottage Living because I really, really like that pack. But I just failed. I mean, I did use a lot of base game. Pretty much all of the walls and floors and doors and windows, everything like that is all base game. So the whole structure of the house, if you don't have any packs, then the whole exterior of the house will still be intact, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not the landscaping, but the exterior and the floors and walls will be fine. But I did use quite a bit of packs. I also kind of used a lot of packs for little decoration pieces. So, I mean, I could have limited that a little bit, but I got so carried away with decorating this house. I enjoyed it so much that for the longest time, I just wasn't thinking about it either. I just kind of forgot that I wanted to limit my pack usage and then came back to it and then forgot again, sort of like that. So yeah, I didn't really work out the way I wanted it to, but yeah, still, I think I was more conscious of using not as many packs in general as I usually do, so I didn't use all of the packs, but yeah, there definitely are a couple of knickknacks from packs that I could have swapped out for base game items, for example. I wasn't thinking about it. So I'm so sorry, but I think I will do another base game build. I just did a base game build not too long ago before the update dropped. So that's too bad. I did a base game starter home, but yeah, I think I want to do another base game home now that we have all these new swatches. So yeah, I think I will be doing that pretty soon as well. So then that build won't use any packs, or maybe I will do like a limited pack build or something with only a couple of packs. I'm not sure. I will think about it some more and then I will make my decision. But as you can see, we are moving on to the backyard, and the backyard is quite small, but it has everything that this small bungalow would need, or the people living here would need, in my mind, because again, I was thinking of a single mom and her daughter. So they have a small backyard with a porch area and also a little terrace where I placed a bigger dining table. So in the summertime, whenever the weather is nice, then you can have more Sims, have dinner at a dining table if you want to, because then they can sit outside. And they have a little grill as well and a nice little bench on the porch. And I also made sure to put in a couple of lounge chairs because I was totally imagining that this mom, she would enjoy sunbathing when the weather allows it. So yeah, I put in a couple of lounge chairs as well. And then the monkey jungle bars for the kid, which takes up all of the grass in the backyard, basically. But I was thinking that the mom wouldn't really mind because before they bought this house, they were probably living in a small apartment, maybe even without a balcony. So she really wants her kid to enjoy playing outside, having a backyard. So she just put in the monkey jungle bars and the kid can just go outside and play and have fun. So I thought that that would be a very cute little detail, but you can see I put in a lot of landscaping, or well, actually not a lot. I put in quite a bit of landscaping, but not too much because I was thinking that this house was kind of recently renovated and landscaped as well. So yeah, not too excessive with the landscaping, but I did definitely put in a couple of plants. And then I moved on to decorating the front porch. So I just placed a couple of planter pots, planter boxes, whatever you want to call it, on the porch, and I decorated it with a little table. I was thinking of putting a chess table, but I just decided against it because I didn't really like the way it would look. So I just didn't put in a chess table, but if you want to, you could put it on the front porch. It would fit there perfectly. So that's something that you can do if you wanted to change it around a little bit. But that's actually it for this build. So let's hop on into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the little bungalow in the game. I think it looks so friendly and so inviting. I love this wraparound porch with the two little staircases. I just think it looks so cute. And I also love how it looks very modern and very recently renovated, in my opinion, looking at this brick, which is very trendy right now. And it just looks so nice on this house. And then I was thinking that this paneling was recently painted in this color as well, so it looks all nice and fresh. Then over here we have the backyard. It's not really sunny in here this time of day, but it's fine. You can still get a good look at it. I think it looks very cozy and cutesy and definitely a nice place to just sit down and hang out. We have this little bench against the wall here and of course the outdoor bin as well. And then your Sims can do some grilling and have dinner out here or lounge on these lounge chairs. And then the kids can play on the monkey jungle bars right there. So when we go inside, we immediately walk into the living area. So we have this tiny little entryway with a mirror on the wall and this little end table right here for some storage and a coat rack over here. And then we have the living area. I did want to include a bigger couch because I just like the way that looked in here. So I placed a 3-seater couch, or I just kind of made a 3-seater couch using the sectional couches from Dream Home Decorator. So I just think this couch looks very cozy and cute and very neutral, and I combined it with this chair in the blue swatch from Cottage Living. And then we have this rug. This rug is from Pets, I believe, but I was set on using it because I just think that the color and the little print on this rug are perfect for this house. So I decided to use it. And then we have the TV, as you can see, in the coffee table. And then over here by the sliding door, we have a little desk with a computer, which would be the workspace for the mom. Then over here through this archway, we have the newly renovated kitchen. I love this kitchen. I think it's so cute. I love the lighting in here as well this time of day, and I like how it's a little bit darker in here combined with lighter grays, as you can see, in lighter wood tones. But the kitchen in general is pretty dark. The appliances are black, which I just think looks so nice and so modern and trendy as well. So yeah, it's nicely decorated, not too cluttered, pretty neat. I was thinking that this mom and her daughter, they moved in not too long ago, so they don't have that much stuff just yet because they probably moved out of an apartment that was a lot lot smaller than this house. But over here, as you can see, we have the girls' bedroom. I just cluttered this one up a little bit more, obviously. So there are some more knickknacks and some more toys in here. I put some sports equipment on the floor, and I loved using this colorful pride painting from the base game. I think that this painting is so beautiful. It's so well made, and I love the light blue swatch of the frame as well. It just went perfectly with this room, so I really enjoyed using this one in this bedroom. And then the little girl has a little play area right here with a dollhouse and some other toys. And then over here we have the master bedroom. So this one is a little bit bigger. You could easily have 2 Sims sleep in this bed if you wanted to. There are some paintings against the wall, which I was thinking the mom still wanted to hang up, but she probably just hasn't had the time for it just yet. And she has her dresser with some boxes on top right here, and then these frames could be filled with some family pictures. So yeah, this bedroom is pretty neat, not too full of stuff, and I think it looks very nice. And then over here on this side of the house, we have the one and only bathroom. This bathroom is very basic. We just have a shower tub combination, a toilet, and a sink. It looks very basic, but very modern. Everything is white and neutral, and yeah, in my opinion, this tile on the floor from Spot A combined with its updated base game brick, it just looks so trendy. It definitely looks like something you could find on Pinterest right now, and that's definitely the vibe that I was trying to go for this house. But that's actually it for this house. So the single mom's bungalow is up on the gallery, and it comes in at just over 51,000 simoleons, so it's not too expensive. I definitely tried to watch the budget a little bit. Obviously it's not a starter home, but that wasn't really what I was going for, so I feel like just over 51,000 simoleons is very easy to save up for if you wanted to, and I think it's reasonably priced, and I'm actually really proud of myself for that one. So yeah, you can download it if you want to. But that's actually it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery if you want to, like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so, and if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!